Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the F4, this time at Brands Hatch in the UK for another track guide. This is a wonderful, wonderful track. It's like riding a huge roller coaster, and I took nearly 45 minutes to get this lap in because I was just trying to cut that last couple of tenths. It does have T1, which is probably the most uncomfortable I've ever felt taking a turn on iRacing. Right, if you're new to my channel, what we do is a hot lap, a breakdown lap, and then we're back in the cockpit one final time with the driving line on. Let's get it started. Okay, let's start the hot lap. So up to 6th gear, looking for that cone on the right hand side, dropping it down to 5th, getting on the gas nice and early, trusting that you're going to be able to make it around, looking for the 50-meter sign again, break up to nearly 80% there, trail it off all the way down to 3rd gear for the hairpin, up to 4th, light dab on the brakes, then back on the gas nice and early, exit nice and wide, that's not an off track out there, looking for the 50-meter sign again, I'll be saying that a lot. Down to 4th gear. You can do this uphill in 4th if you've kept enough pace around that corner. If not, drop it to 3rd. Up to 5th. We're going to go up to 6th. It's just a lift here through turn 5. So we get past the 50-meter. Lift, don't do anything. Down to 5th. Back on the gas once you've kissed the apex. Looking for the 50-meter sign again. Leaving it in 5th. Back on the gas nice and early. Very similar corner again there. Again the 50, drop it down to 4th, claim that inside, rumble strip, exit nice and wide. On final turn, right-hander, 50-meter board, get on the gas in 4th gear, hook it out round to the right-hand side to shorten the track. And over and across the line in a 1:22.088. So my first lap, my first fast lap that I did around here was like a 23.8, but I knew there was plenty of time out there, and I was enjoying it so much I just kept going. So let me know how you get on, and we'll see how competitive that is. Right, breakdown lap coming up next. Right, breakdown lap. So what we're looking for is this cone on the right-hand side, and literally a car's length before we get to that cone. We're in 6th gear, as you can see here. So just before that cone, as you can see, I brake up to about 50%. I'm going to trail that off quite quickly. I drop it down to 5th, and now I get up to maximum throttle here, nice and early ahead of turn 1. It is uncomfortable. You do feel like you're always going to lose it, and when you're practicing, you will lose it quite a lot. So maybe go slightly less hard into this during the race, otherwise you're going to spend an awful lot of time in the sandpit. So you're getting nice and close to that inside curve, and then you will exit wide. This is fine. There's no off track here. Lots of accidents though. Right, second braking zone. Just as we get up to the bridge and the 50-meter marker, I'm going to brake. This is the hardest. What do I see? 73% I'm braking here. I'm running 58% brake bias. I'm going to hold that, but trail it off. Trail it off. Notice how wide I am on entry. I don't want to be right up against that the rumble strip on the right-hand side, the curbing here. I leave it in 3rd gear, so if you're carrying enough speed, 3rd gear is more than enough. And now I'm back at 100 just as I leave the apex. Up to 4th gear. Now what you're looking for is this little patch of AstroTurf, extra track, whatever you want to call it. You're going to clip that, and as you do, you're just breaking up to about 30%, trail that off, and then you're back getting on the gas at the apex. So I'm on 100% at the apex, cutting somewhat on the inside. That will make you exit nice and wide, but this is fine where I am. Looking for that 50-meter sign again, and again, very similar. I'm going to brake up to about 42%. You can see there, trail it off, nice wide entry, and now I'm building back up on the gas. I don't get up to 100% until I've just come off the apex. Car's settled down because I've come down off the curbing. It is a bit slippy, so you may just need to make sure that your rears aren't going to overtake you. Turn 5, this is just a lift. So we're in top gear. We're going to get to the 50, and we're going to turn in, and we'll lift down to nothing. I drop it down to 5th. You want to just kiss this inside curbing, and then as you come off it, back up to 100% nice and early in the corner. this one, sorry, it didn't pause and I wanted it to. So again, just before the 50-meter sign, we're going to brake up to 35% and then leave it in 5th gear, getting back on the gas just as you leave the apex. The legs are nice and wide. And again, the 50-meter sign's on the right-hand side this time. And again, we're braking to about 38%. Now, I have seen clips of people taking this with just the lift. It wasn't for me. So I did get on the brakes, but it did allow me to get on the gas at the apex. For the final left-hander, 50-meter sign again. Once we get to that, braking up to 55%. I drop it down to 4th, getting back on 100% on the apex. And one final turn coming up. Again, 50-meter sign, and we're going to brake up to 45%, trail that off, drop it down to 4th, and then we're getting back on 100% just as I'm clipping, I'm not cutting, but just as I'm clipping the exit curbing. Sorry, the apex curbing. And there we have it, that's the breakdown lap. We have one final lap coming up, which was with the driving line on and without me talking. Enjoy. I've been Sambo iRacing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the week. Cheers.